Who are the top 10 most overpaid players in the NBA? Welcome to Rip City Rundown, where I, a loser in college debt, will be clowning millionaires for being overpaid. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Kyrie Irving. Kyrie is one of the most hated teammates and has blown up not one, not two, but arguably 3 franchises due to his selfishness and ability to start drama. Kyrie is insanely talented, but he was paid $36 million to sit on the bench when he was fully healthy. At number 9, we have Kevin Love. Kevin Love is the highest paid player on Cleveland, making $29 million a year. However, he is the 4th, heck arguably 5th best player on Cleveland. Garland, Allen, Mobley, and heck you can even argue Sexton should be making more. Although Kevin Love used to be one of the best players in the league, his 20-point-a-game years are over and honestly have been for a while. For number 8, we have Klay Thompson. Some people may disagree with this one, and that's alright because this is a controversial one. Klay is a 4-time champion, so why would Golden State not pay him? That's a great point. However, this guy is in the top 10 for highest paid NBA players, making $40 million a year, when in reality, he probably does not even rank in the top 30 best NBA players for next season. Klay suffered an Achilles injury in 2019, and although we have seen few games since the injury, he has not performed like his old self thus far. For number 7, we have Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has passed his best days, yet he will still make an insane $33 million this year. The fact that players such as Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and Jokic make less than Zingis is just kind of heart-wrenching if you're a Wizards fan. Sure, Zingis is a 20-point scorer, but that's it. He only averages 8 rebounds a game despite being one of the tallest players in the NBA at 7'3". He doesn't play like a true center as he chucks threes at the top of the arc all game long. At number 6, we have COVID boy Rudy Gobert. Mr. COVID is the 11th highest paid NBA player, making more than Anthony Davis, Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Devin Booker, Towns, Embiid, and Jokic. Gobert is a great player, but $38 million is insanely steep, especially for a center who has 0 offensive game and averages 1 assist per game. He plays his role well, I guess, as he sits in the paint all game trying to get blocks and rebounds and putbacks, but $38 million, that's just mental. Next, we got Gordon Hayward as we enter the top 5. I have 0 idea why this guy gets paid $30 million a year. Gordon Hayward isn't even the best player on his team, yet he makes more than LaMelo Ball, Nicholas Batum, Mason Plumlee, and PJ Washington. And here's the kicker, wait for it, he makes as much as those 4 combined. Hayward is absolutely robbing Charlotte, like taking candy from a baby, getting paid $30 million to score 15 points a night. Good for him though. In 2017, if you were to tell me that Gordon Hayward would be making $30 million a year in 2022 after that gruesome injury, I would have called you crazy. At number 4, I have kind of a surprising one, and his name is Michael Porter Jr. MPJ is young and he has so much potential, but he is making $31 million a year, which is more than Donovan Mitchell, Bam, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, DeMar, and more. All those players I named are just consistent players that have been consistent for a long time. MPJ hasn't necessarily been consistent. He had 1 great season in 2020 and suddenly he's worth $30 million. I really do love MPJ. He's a unique player. I see some Durant in him, but I don't know, man. It just seems like a really risky contract. Obviously, then MPJ got injured and played only 9 games in 2021 season, averaging under 10 points, shooting 35% from the field and only 20% from 3. Hopefully he has a comeback season, but right now it's looking like an overpay. At number 3, we have Bradley Beal. I don't know how Bradley Beal is not in prison. He just stole $42 million of pure cash from the Wizards organization. Jokes aside, this contract is absolutely laughable. You can get away with paying $40 million if they are certified superstar GOATs. Like, you can give $30 million to Steph Curry, Lillard, Giannis, Butler, Doncic, Kawhi, Jokic, and, get away with it. However, Bradley Beal is just not even close to that level. Beal is arguably not even a top 20 NBA player, yet he has the 5th highest paying contract. Washington is mortgaging their whole future off a freaking play-in spot with that contract. At number 2, we have Russell Westbrook. I guess this is what happens when you let Le GM be your general manager. Russell Westbrook is the 2nd highest paid NBA player this season, making $47 million a year, which is an embarrassment to the word economy. I predict this nauseating contract will always be remembered as one of the worst deals this decade. Westbrook is not even in the top 50, yet you heard me, 55-0 for best players in the league. He can't shoot, makes boneheaded plays, and still talks smack and starts drama. Number one is obvious. We have baby Ben himself. At least Westbrook plays through the hate and doesn't sit on the bench all season like Ben Simmons. Seriously guys, you could not make this stuff up. Ben Simmons, a 26-year-old adult, chose to not play because the media bullied him too hard. Ben was paid $35 million last year to watch his team get destroyed in the playoffs when they needed him the most because he is a self-centered crybaby. Ben is the type of guy to give you the silent treatment when you forget to cut the crust off his peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's just astonishing how the NBA has not kicked him out of the league yet. I mean, he's just an embarrassment to the word of basketball. Millions of people grind their lives in an effort to play in the NBA, and unfortunately, he's too mentally ill to realize that he's taking someone's spot, someone's dream by not playing. The fact that he thought not playing would make things better for him is also just mind-boggling. There is my list for the top 10 most overpaid NBA players. Do you guys agree with my list? Comment below on what things you would change. Did I forget anyone? Are any of these players going to have a breakout year and prove my lists wrong? Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA content, and I will see you guys in the next one.